Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man Drew Tube, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the GCVs, the Galactic Family, and Drew Nation. Let's get right into it. Chosen ones get harassed by drivers in cars because they are scared and want to provoke you. Let's talk about this. Just because a hater is driving doesn't mean they're going to stop hating. When you are going from place to place and you're in a parking lot, chosen one, you are going to have to be careful because their envy doesn't stop when they get behind the wheel. And if it's a sociopath or a psychopath, they may try to put fear in you along the lines of a vehicular homicide type situation. They really show their disregard for you when they get behind the wheel. When a narcissist gets in a car, it doesn't mean they stop being a narcissist. When a sociopath gets in a car, it doesn't mean they stop being a sociopath. You ever notice that when you walk up to certain establishments and you try to go into the store, or you try to go to the restaurant, or you try to go to wherever you're going, people run to the hills. They get in that car, they start that car so fast. Light speed. It's like they're the Flash. They get in that car so fast. And it's something that I've always noticed. And I believe that a lot of pedestrians go through this. All right. And even in a vehicle, even when I've went to certain places and I've gotten a vehicle, there were cars that backed up and acted like they didn't know that the car I was in was behind them. And it's all a plot. It's all a scheme. It's all a trick to try to make you feel unsafe because they feel so scared and unsafe around you. And their jealousy does not stop when they get behind the wheel. So what they do is they get in their vehicle, which is their little safety net, their little safety bubble, and they feel, because they're in their vehicle, they feel that they could have some fun. They feel that it's cool to try to make you feel unsafe. They will run to the hill to get to that vehicle. And it's almost like Truman Show kind of activity, because when you walk up to their car, not that you're walking up to their car, but when you're going into the store and you're in a parking lot and you're walking in front of vehicles, they'll start the car. As soon as you get near their car, you're walking in the store. As soon as you get in front of their vehicle, they start their car. You leave your place of residence. As soon as you step out into the parking lot, they start their car. It's all attention. It's all to play with your mind. It's all to try to agitate you and wage psychological warfare on you. And it sounds bugged out. It sounds hard to believe, but these people are children and they're petty and they're haters. So when you mix all that up together and you stir it up, what you have is a person, which is a liar, which is a sociopath, a psychopath, and they like to play games with people. These people like to watch horror movies. They like to see people get killed. They like this. They like the death. They like the guts. They like the blood. They like the gore. They like to see negative, toxic things. They especially like to watch these things before bed. And I mean, who doesn't appreciate a good horror movie? But once you level up in consciousness, you kind of know that you can't really watch these things without them kind of rubbing off on you or possibly entering into your experience. And a lot of these movies have bad spirits in them. A lot of these movies have wicked spirits in them. That's why people will be haunted. All right. That's why people will go to sleep and have nightmares. Kids wake up screaming, "Mom, Dad, help! It's after me!" They think they got some boogeyman after them. So, with that being said, some people find it hard to believe, but the person who's experiencing it is nothing but the truth. Nothing further, nothing closer to the truth. But this is how they have their fun because they're jealous. And what they really want to do is they want to end you. So what they'll do is they'll flirt with death. They'll flirt with danger. And this is why I've made certain videos about getting certain people being ended, certain people, God dealing with them in a certain way. Because how much is a person supposed to take when they're just going about their day and they have people backing up their car like they don't even see them? One lady, I tried to get it on tape, and I tried to get help from an elderly woman, and she was the closest thing to me. She looked just like me, same skin complexion. She didn't want nothing to do with me because I was walking around and because I was a pedestrian. So to her, I understand her wanting to be safe, but you can't even crack the window when somebody looks like they're in danger and they need help. I was going to the bank and a woman backed up her car and saw me, and if I didn't move, she would have ran my ass over. I'm like, "Hey," I'm tapping on her car, and I had to like hop, skip, and jump out of the way of this old woman's vehicle. And it just so happened, unfortunately, that she was of a different race, and her license plate, oddly enough, the first three letters. And this blew my mind. This was why I tried to get it on camera and pull my phone out. The first three letters of this woman's car was KKK. That's a group. That's a fraternal order. There's some hierarchy in there. That is a group. That is an organization. That's a cult. So I'm pretty sure she had her own personal vendetta and her own personal issues. And people in cults, people in groups, doesn't matter what group it is, people in cult, this could be a church, this could be this could be Freemasons, this could be anybody that's in a group that feels they have some kind of power, some kind of backing. If they feel that they don't like you or they have hatred towards you or they're targeting you or stalking you, they can just do whatever they want. Because there's certain groups like that actually have people who are supposed to be protecting people, protecting them. So you have the people who are supposed to be for the people, protecting the people, protecting the bad guys. But we live in an evil world, right? We live in a backwards world, right? So that's not too far fetched for someone like me, especially since I experience it and I know what I see. And you can't tell me I didn't see that. But it happens almost all the time. People think that they can have fun with your life. And sooner or later, you get tired of it. Sooner or later, you want to fight back because it's like you are going to respect the fact that I have a life and I'm alive and I'm here and I'm not bothering you. I don't want anything to do with you. Why are you coming near me with your vehicle? Why are you coming near me with your car trying to make me feel unsafe? And you go to try to report these things. You call a company or two, and sometimes they'll give you the runaround. But we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how not to get the runaround from these companies. You can't call them with an attitude, all emotional in your feelings. You can't call them and be upset because they're going to think there's something wrong with you and they're going to think you're crazy. So what you have to do is hit them with the facts. What you have to do is hit them with logic, hit them with calmness, hit them with reason, because this is some unbelievable stuff. I can't even believe it happens half the time. Why would you do that? It makes me want to walk around with a body camera. I honestly believe all chosen ones should walk around with a body camera because our energy attracts demonic energy. Our energy attracts demonic forces. All right. Our energy attracts a lot of evil. And you're going to want to stay safe and make sure that you're protected. Noise campaign. You're going to want to stay safe and make sure that you're protected. Because how else are you supposed to stay safe in a world where people are trying to make you feel unsafe? And they're trying to make you feel unsafe is because they're scared. They're scared. They see you coming, they start running. They head for the hills most of the time. And the ones that don't, they're people who like, those are people who would bungee jump. Those are people who would stick their hand in the mouth of an alligator. Those are people who would hug a bear. All right, they have a stupid level of fearlessness. They got a level of fearlessness that just does not equate to common sense. And we all know that. So when you're just going about your business and you're just going about your day in a peaceful way, and these people who are desperate for your attention, I might add, you can't forget that. Just because they hop in a vehicle doesn't mean they're not desperate for your attention. What they'll try to do is they will damn near run your behind over just to get you to notice them. And it's like they got that dumb look on their face like, what are you trying to hit me for? Like they really want to change your day. God forbid, they really want to change our day. So what we have to do is we have to be aware, not hypervigilant. It may cause a little PTSD. Chill out on the hypervigilance. Not everybody's doing it. But it creates it can create a mind that has to ward off thinking that, is everybody doing this to me? Because it happens, it almost feels like it happens majority of the places that we go. So I heard someone say that chosen ones have to be careful in parking lots, and I tried to analyze that, and I have analyzed that, and I understand what they're saying. I fully understand what they're saying, because they disregard the chosen one's life. To them, our life, it doesn't matter. All right. So chosen ones have to be careful when you are out and about. You can't just be focused on where you're going. These people will try to cause you bodily harm and then chalk it up to a mistake. And we all know, because we have the level of discernment and we have intuition to where we know that's no mistake. We know that's not a mistake. We know y'all trying to play with our lives. And you know you're trying to play with our lives. But because it's us, no one's going to care. At least that's what they think. That's what they think. But you have to handle it in a way to where people will care. And we about to get into that in a second. You have to handle it in a way to where people will care. You don't get into no altercations with these people. You don't fight back with these people. You don't try to prove what they did. You don't. You just keep your cool. Because the way I'm about to show you how to handle this, they're gonna leave you alone. And whoever you have to do it to, however many people you have to do it to, and this is why I suggest a body camera. because it's wild to have to keep taking it's wild to have to keep pulling your phone out. Who wants to walk around with their phone like this? Like, you know how wild you're gonna look? They will leave you alone if you do it though. They will back off if you do it though. But the thing is, sooner or later, you're gonna run out of space on your phone. One day you're not gonna feel like pulling your phone out. One day you're not gonna remember to walk around with your phone out in public. One day you're just gonna be enjoying yourself. And that's when they attack the most. When you're just out enjoying yourself, focused on you, and they hate to see that. They want to ruin your mood. They want to give you some attitude. They want to change your day and give you something to be upset and mad and angry about. All because they feel some type of way about how they view you. They see you as a fly person. They see you as somebody that's out there just enjoying life, and they see your life as one of they see your life as a life that they would want. They see you your life as a person who's living their best life. They really see you enjoying your day. They really do. So because of that, because they can't reach that, they can't have that, they want to put you under attack. So they don't want you to enjoy your outing. They don't want you to enjoy your experience going out. They want to try to put you in fear so that you stay inside, because it makes them feel more comfortable when they don't have to see you. It makes them feel better about themselves when you're not around them, because their ego's not hurt. They don't have to suffer any injuries. So because they don't want to suffer any injuries, or because you made them suffer an injury, you already know they're going to try to make you suffer one. So you have to pay attention and focus, and always keep your head on the swivel when you're out, because these people will try to take you out with their car. They will try to take you out with their car. And God's not going to let that happen. God will always alert you and let you know, because you'll feel it. That's why God gave us these extra senses. That's why God gave us this intuition. That's why God gave us this discernment, because we can tell. But the thing is, they're going to gaslight you about it. Because how did he know I was doing that? How did she know I was doing that? I wasn't doing that. I'm a good person. I wouldn't do that to anybody. No. Yes, you would. Yes, you would. You're evil. You're just behind the wheel. You Evil Coneval, you're just behind the wheel. You Evil Coneval. I could sense it. I could see it. I can feel it. I can even taste it. And it doesn't taste good. They have no regard. They disregard us. And they think it's fun to play with us. Just like when you're trying to move around and they put themselves in your way and act like they don't see you, they will back up their car and act like they don't see you. So you gotta pay attention, and you gotta be careful. You have to be double alert. You have to be double aware. You gotta be paying attention like it's your job, like you're a secret agent. Because your life matters. It's special. I don't even like saying that, but your life is special. It means something. We're not gonna say that no more for the rest of this video. I already know it's gonna be some. I already know what's gonna come with this video. But the thing is, you are special, and you deserve to be alive. You deserve to be safe. But they're not feeling too safe around you, because they're demons. And what they sense on you is the presence of God. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to hurt God. So guess what? That's not going to end up well for them. They're that slow. They're trying to hurt God. They're trying to get the presence of God and you out of here. They don't want you to be that happy. They don't want to see you experiencing the level of energy that you possess. Feeling so good, looking so good, enjoying your day. They don't want to see that. They hate to see that. So when they play with you, and they act like, I don't know what you're talking about. Favorite narcissistic quote out there, I don't know what you're talking about. I just couldn't believe that. How could you not believe that? You just did it. But you're trying to act like you didn't do it because you're crazy and you got some personal psychopathic issues that you need to work out. But we're going to help you work it out right here and right now. So what you do is, chosen ones, you don't get mad. You don't get upset. All right, GCVs. All right, Galactic Family. All right, Drew Nation. We don't get upset. What we do is we pull our phones out. Always have your phone charged. All right. And the thing is, I try to leave my phone at home sometimes because of the radiation. I don't like having my phone on me all the time because somebody put it in the comment section the other day. It's just a tracking device. It's a GPS. Listening to every conversation, even when the phone is off, they listening to you. Got to be careful what you're saying, even when your phone ain't on, even when it ain't recording, even when you ain't calling nobody. The phone's always listening. The TV's always listening. I'm pretty sure everything that got a electricity in it is listening. The way they got it set up. But the thing is this. When these people go to playing around with you and acting like they just didn't disregard your life or disregard your safety because they don't feel that they have to respect your life, guess what? Guess what they will respect? They'll respect you going to the authorities. They'll respect you going to file a report. They'll respect you getting a license plate number, the number of the company vehicle, the company name. They'll respect that. They have to respect it because they can go to jail for that. They can get sued for that. They can get in trouble for that. So when you don't act crazy out of emotion because somebody just tried to cause you bodily harm, and trust me, I understand. I overstand. So when you don't act in a way to where somebody wouldn't want to hear you out, when they get smart with you and I couldn't do this, when they act like what happened to you didn't happen, you just provide straight facts and you just tell them what you're going to do and you stand on business. All right, not in a negative way. You don't get ratchet. You don't get out of control. You just talk to them calmly. You don't need them to believe you. And that's why I recommend a body cam. That's why I'm getting a body cam, because people want to play games. You need to show them that they win stupid prizes. You get unnecessarily close to someone and try to make them feel uncomfortable and try to harass them with your vehicle, you can get reported for that. You can get in trouble for that. So what you do is you take a picture of the truck number, you take a picture of the license plate, you take a picture of the company logo, you call the company up, and stay off the property. Do not go try to talk to the people about it. Stay away from the people who are trying to do it. You don't go up to them. You don't have to talk to them. You call their manager. You call their boss. You speak to HR. You speak to someone at their job, at their company, someone in an office. You don't speak to these knucklehead workers who just try to act like they was going to run you over because they think it's fun. You don't speak to them. What you do is you call the people in the office and you speak to them. And what they're going to ask you for, do you have the truck number? They're going to ask you, do you have this number? Do you have that number? And the beauty of it is when you do that, they're going to do the rest of the legwork. Don't call them and be like, oh, it's on camera. It's on camera. Don't do that. All right. That's not going to do anything for you. But luckily, everything is on camera now. And the reason why you need to do this is because it causes stress. It causes anger. It causes PTSD. Now, somebody that is just acting a fool like people do normally, because that's what our energy attracts. Now you're going ham on someone that you would have normally just ignored. Now you're ready to fight someone that just did something to you because somebody just made you feel unsafe and that made you feel like they were about to harm you with their vehicle. So now you're in fight mode. You can go to jail if you fight somebody. You hit somebody the wrong way, they could fall on the ground and die. All right, not to say that's going to happen, but God forbid, what if it did? All because this person just made you mad and upset. Now somebody steps on your shoe by accident, and since you're in fight mode, you think this person is doing something on purpose. Now, because you're in fight mode, somebody gets too close to you, and because a vehicle just came too close to you, now you got you're ready to get physical with someone, or you might push someone, or you might like end up saying something the wrong thing to someone. You might end up spazzing on somebody, and that might not end well for you. You may not be able to come back to that place. What if that's the only place you got to shop? You may not be able to go back to that place. What if you really like that food and that's your favorite restaurant or whatever? Now people think you're unstable because these people are harassing you with their vehicle. So what you do is you call the company up, speak to whoever you have to speak to. Don't sound irate, don't sound mean, don't sound angry. You don't got to do any of those things. But what you do is you sound professional as possible. You make sure that you sound professional as possible, because when you sound professional and when you don't sound like you're taking it personal, they're going to take you a little bit more serious. They're not going to take you serious when you're pouring your heart out and you're upset because somebody made you feel unsafe. They're not going to care about that. But what you can do is, since these people want to play games with you, there's something you can do instead of just letting it go. You can let it go, all right. You can let it go straight to the human resources office. You can let it go, all right. You can let it go straight to wherever you can go file a report on these people for vehicular harassment. There's such thing. All right, there's such thing. So people think they could play with you in their vehicle. Well, guess what? They need to know that you're going to play with them in their job. They need to know that you're going to play with them in their company. They need to know that you're going to play with them and possibly, if it comes down to it, possibly get a lawsuit on them. Because we're not playing anymore with these people. You're not going to just keep attacking us and making us feel uncomfortable when we're not bothering you. You're not going to make us feel unsafe when we're not causing you any harm at all. We're not causing you any harm. We're not doing anything to bother you. Why are you coming near me with your car for? You scared? You're afraid? You're mad? You're a hater? You're envious? You're jealous? I know you are, because I could see it in your ways. That's how you're acting. You got jealousy written all over you. Demonic energy all over you. Stay away from me with a vehicle, please. Is that too much to ask for you to just drive your car like a normal person and not be a psychopath just because the energy has shifted? But no, these demons can't do that. So what we have to do is watch out for ourselves, take care of ourselves, look after ourselves, make sure that we stay safe, because they're not going to. They don't have any empathy. They don't have a heart. They don't think logically. They don't use their brain. This is a person here. This is a life here. Let me act like I see this person. Since that's not what they're going to do, since they don't want to play fair, since they think it's fun to play unfair, well, guess what? It's even more fun to play fair. It's even more fun to play by the books. Because you're not gonna get me in trouble over your dumb stuff. I'm not getting into anything over what you're trying to, over your hatred towards me. No, nah. Mm-mm. I'm gonna have fun getting you in trouble because you just tried to hit me and act like you didn't. You came that close to me with your car where I could have opened the door if I wanted to. I could have hopped on and rode on that car if I wanted to. And sometimes they even have the nerve to do it back to back. You try to watch out for the one car, here comes the other company car. What are y'all doing here? Except trying to trap me in and make me feel unsafe. So since you want to do that, since you want to play it that way, I'm going to play it the best way it's ever been played. Since you're trying to play me for a fool, I'm going to play you for a demon. And I'm going to take you up on your activity, and I'm going to do what I have to do. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. But I suggest a body camera because when you have that footage, it hit different. If you can pull your phone out and act fast and do what you need to do, go ahead by all means. But that body cam, it hit different because they think they're not being recorded. They're so stupid that they forget that there's cameras everywhere. So let them act up. Let them act crazy. Just make sure you watch out for them and you protect yourself because they're going to act like they don't see you. But make sure you see them and make sure you see what they're up to and you keep your head on the swivel and you be careful in parking lots. It's been another DrewTube special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. Everybody hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video. Stay safe, my family.